ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਸੋਰਠ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾ। ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਬੰਨਾ, ਦੁਖ ਰੋਗ ਕਾ ਡੇਰਾ ਭੰਨਾ। ਅਨੰਦ ਕਰੇ ਨਰ ਨਾਰੀ, ਹਰ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਧਾਰੀ। ਪਰਮੇਸ਼ਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਬੰਨਾ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਪਤਿਤ ਪਾਵਨ ਭਗਤ ਵਤਸਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇ ਖਜ਼ਾਨੇ ਜੋਤ ਰੂਪ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, we're blessed again on this final morning of the camp to be sat in the presence of Waheguru's Saroop on this earth, Dhan Sahib Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. We've been here, we've heard Ashariri Varda Kirtan, Nitnem. Some of us were here for the Prakash, when Guru Sahib Ji gave us this Hukamnama, and we partook in the Waheguru Simran Jab. We've just heard the Sri Japji Sahib part in the morning, and now for the next few minutes, let us focus and concentrate on what Guru Sahib Ji has given us as their order, as their command, as their teaching, their message for this final morning of the camp.
Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji. Sorat Mahalla Panjava.
Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, our fifth Guru, our fifth master, the fifth form of Guru Nanak Sahib in Sorat Rag, the feminine Rag, has given us this message.
Paramesar Ditta Banna.
Sadhguru Sahib Ji has given us this great blessing. Paramesar Ditta Banna. What blessing have they given us?
Dukh Rog Ka Dera Panna.
Dukh and Rog, pains, sufferings, diseases. The Dera is the place, Panna, that place where they reside inside of us. Akal Purkh Vaheguru, that gift that they've given us is they have broken the place where any pain, suffering, diseases exist. Guru Sahib Ji, this Hukamnama or this shabad by Dhan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji was first recited when Dhan Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji was blessed or was told of to come to this world. Mata Ganga Ji, the Mahal, the consort of Sahib Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, was worried as they had no children, they had no Sahibzade. She did benti to Sahib Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji. Why she did that was because in the family lineage was to become the next Guru. On the other side, in the family of Priti Chand, Guru Sahib Ji's brother, they had already a child, and they were developing their pride, saying, if we didn't get the Gurgati now because Guru Arjan Dev Ji got it, it's going to come in our family anyway because our son will get it. There was a blessing from the time of Sri Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji to say that the Guru would remain in that family. That's why as we follow the Gurus through from Sri Guru Ram Das Sahib Ji, they're all in the same family, children, grandchildren and so on. And so Mata Ganga Ji came to Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji and said, it's been 5 years or so and we have no children. They are showing their pride and ego that they have a child and the Gurgadi is going to go to theirs. But Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji, not to necessarily, well, definitely not to show that we are desperate for this Gurgadi to be in our family, Guru Sahib Ji goes, you need to go do the seva of a sadhu. Who was the greatest sadhu at that time? Dhan Baba Buddha Sahib Ji. Baba Buddha Sahib Ji was a Sikh from the time of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. They remained on the earth, they lived for over 100 years and they stayed on this earth through the times of Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. They told Mata Ganga Ji the Mahal that go do their seva and you should be granted the boon. Mata Ganga Ji initially went in her carriage. Baba Buddha Sahib Ji refused. She came back and Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji told her that When you go to see a sadhu, a saint, you go in humbleness, in nimrata. When you want something, you ask in humbleness, in nimrata. So Mata Ganga ji went a second time, dressed more simply, food prepared by herself, her own hands. Now Mata Ganga ji was saved, but why is this happening? Guru Sahib ji is giving us a teaching that whenever you're doing seva, you remain humble, you remain simple, especially when you're doing seva of a Gursikh who is blessed with a lot of kamai, any type of sadhu, but generally any Gursikh. So she went the second time humbly, and she prepared the prasada with her own hands, and she did the seva of Baba Buddha Sahib ji. Baba Buddha Sahib ji said that your family, you will be blessed with a warrior. They crushed the onion that she brought to show that this warrior that is going to come into your house, the following Guru, he's going to do dushtana nas, he will finish off any dushts, any enemies of the Guru Kar. He's going to be a true warrior. Dal Panjan Gur Surma Vadra Jauda Bahu Parapukari, as Bhai Gurdas ji has written. Miri Piri de Malik, the master of Miri and Piri, spiritual and temporal power. So when that blessing, that boon was given by Baba Buddha Sahib ji, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji recited this shabad the first time. Paramesar Ditta Banna. Akal Purkh Vaheguru has blessed us with a gift, the gift of Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib ji, the coming of Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib ji. Dukh Rog Ka Dera Panna, pain, sufferings and worries and diseases, the place where they reside, they will be broken by Guru Sahib ji themselves for all the Sikhs. If we take this translation a little bit further for ourselves, so one, Maharaj Sahib has blessed us. We asked for that ardas a couple of days ago. Yesterday we may have questioned if it's come true. Guru Sahib says, I've heard your ardas, and now on the final day they've said, I've blessed you with the boon, I've given you the gift. I've given you the gift of what you asked for. Your pain, suffering, diseases will be destroyed. What is the greatest gift we can be given? We can translate Banna to be the boon of Gyan, the boon of knowledge. We now have knowledge of what we must do to leave this world, to join one with Vaheguru. We have that knowledge, we've got no excuses now. Whether we are still on the path, whether we think we are far ahead in this path, nobody who has been to this camp has any excuse. If the time came and we had to leave this world before we had the opportunity to walk on that path, or even for some of us, step on the path, or even if we're on the path, to walk further down the path, if that came that time, and let's say we had to be called to the court of Dharmaraja, we wouldn't have any excuse if we'd say, we want one more chance. Look how many good actions we've done. We did do a little bit of seva, we did do a little bit of this. He'll say, you guys have got no excuse. Whether you're Amritari or not, he's going to say to us. Why? Because when he said, you've been given the blessing of knowledge. If somebody compared to us, if there's somebody from the world that hasn't had any opportunity, because of his karam, he's nowhere near Vaheguru, and he goes to see Dharmaraja, let's see if he's with us or she's with us, and there's one chance, one place, and you're arguing your case and they're arguing theirs, we're going to be told, you didn't have a bahana, you don't have an excuse, you were told everything, you still didn't take it up. The other person's argument's going to be, well, we didn't even get a chance because you placed us in such an environment that we didn't even get to know about Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji. You placed us in an environment that we didn't even get to know that God exists. So just on that argument, I would say that the other person would get that chance if there was one last chance. We wouldn't. because we've been given the gift of knowledge. And if we take up that gift, as Guru Sahib Ji said, all pain, suffering, diseases will be taken away, whether they're from this world, and definitely those from the next world. And I use that phrase, this world, next world, to mean all times. So those of us, especially those of us who have now been maybe to more than one camp like this, but still haven't joined the path, or haven't made massive steps to join the path, don't give this opportunity up. Because if you give this opportunity up, you never know if you're going to get another opportunity again. You need to seriously think. Guru Sahib says, I've given you the gift. If they've given it to us, let's take it and let's give something back and develop. If we're already on the path, we need to look at ourselves to see if we're in a standstill position. Do we do more than what we just do, basically our basic Nityanem? Do we even get our Nityanem done? Do we follow the discipline? Do we stay strict in that discipline? We may not do, so we're stagnant in the path. So there's no point. So even us, we need to think about moving on. Wherever we are on our level of spirituality, Guru Sahib Ji said, or those of us who haven't gone on the path, even though we've been and do a lot of sangat, but we still haven't taken that final step. That's for us to think about and us to reflect on. Guru Sahib Ji continues, they've given us that blessing, they've given us that boon, and then they've taken all the pain, suffering, diseases, the place where they reside, that has been destroyed, so there's no place for them to come.
Anad karhe nar nari.
Males, nari, females, anad karhe. They're singing the blessings, they're singing the praises because they know they've been given the gift. We should be very excited now, we should be very happy. Guru Sahib is saying men and women all are singing the praises of the Lord because they know they've been given that boon, they've been given that blessing.
Har har prabh kirpa tari.
They know that Hari Akal Purkh Vaheguru has given us the kirpa, that blessing. They've given us what we've asked for. They've answered our prayers. They have blessed us while we've been here these last few days.
Santoh sukh hoa sab thai.
So Guru Sahib is calling us Santo. They're calling us that word, Santo. They're already calling us, you exalted souls, you spiritual people, you sants. Why are they calling us that? Because they've given us everything. And if they've given us everything, whichever level of spirituality we've been given that gift, have we got the belief that we've been given the gift? If we've got the belief, we'll realize it and experience it. If we don't have the belief, it's like there might be a box and we won't open the box to look inside because we don't believe there's anything inside, so we'll say forget it. But if we believe we've been given the gift, as Guru Sahib said this morning, then we'll run to open that box. And when we open that box, we will be exalted souls. That's why Guru Sahib is calling us that, Santoho. He's calling us exalted souls, spiritual people. Sukha hoa sabatai. Everywhere is sukh. So that could mean everywhere in our body, it could mean everywhere in our lives, but definitely everywhere there is sukh, there is peace, there is oneness with the Lord. We just need to open that box and look inside.
Par Brahma Puran Parameswar Rab Rahya Sabani Jai.
The great Lord who exists everywhere. Par Brahma Puran, complete Parameswar. Puran, complete. They are absolutely complete. The all-powerful, almighty Lord. They are the ones who have given us sukh in all places.
Tur ki bani ai.
So that was the Rahau Pankti, so we concentrate, focus on that. And again Maharaj says, Tur ki bani ai. This bani that we've been singing, listening, reciting, concentrating on, it's come from Turo. Turo means it's come from Akal Purkh Vaheguru themselves. If we still have any question, when we go to our homes, we should sing this bani, always come back to our Guru, sing this bani, recite this bani, because if we have any chinta, any tension, then sagali chinta mitai. That chinta will be taken away. So if we question that we've been given that gift, then all we need to do is Turki Bani Ai, that Bani that's come from God. In other words, Gurbani that we find in Gutke Sahibs, Gurbani that we find in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Sri Dasam Granth Sahib Ji. We just sing that Bani because that will take attention. So Guru Sahib Ji is even covering us, covering those of us who still have that 1 or 2% doubt. Just sing the Bani, recite the Bani. It will take those 1 or 2% tensions away also.
ਦਇਆਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਮਿਹਰਬਾਨਾ.
Meherbanna, Akal Purkh Vaheguru has been dayal, they've been compassionate. How amazing is that? The Lord Almighty Vaheguru has blessed us all. They've been compassionate. They've been compassionate. Forget about us talking about what qualities we need to have. We need to have compassion, we need to tell the truth, we need to have faith. We've been making those lists the last few days in our groups. Forget all of that. Akal Purkh Vaheguru themselves have been compassionate to us. How amazing is that? They've come onto that level. They don't need to be compassionate, but they have felt compassion to us and they have given us the gift.
Dhar Nanak Sach Vakhana.
Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji is saying that that is the truth. I'm speaking the truth. You've just got to believe it, that this is the truth. If we believe it, then we'll be saved. It actually sounds very simple, doesn't it? I'm not lying to you, it is hard. But it is simple also. We just have to believe. The believing is the hard part. We was talking yesterday, it's easy to listen. Believing and having faith is hard. But at the same time, it's also very simple. Sometimes, you know, people say in our personalities, I'm going to speak for 2 more minutes and then I'm going to pass on. We say that we're stuck in our ways. We all are. We have akkar sometimes. And we don't budge when our parents tell us to do something. We don't budge if our brothers or sisters tell us to do something. We say, this is it, and we're not moving. We can do that in our daily lives. But that's all we need to do with belief. We believe, we're not budging. That's it. 100% we are at the feet of our Guru. Whatever they say, we're doing it. We're not going to budge. Instead of mathe maring with your family, that you're not moving, you're not budging, all we're doing is matha maring with our mind and saying to our mind, we're not moving. You can think whatever you want, mind. Your buddhi, our intellect, you can decide whatever you want. Our thoughts, where they're born from, you can, whatever comes into our mind, you can do what you want. Allow those thoughts to come in and say, you can do what you want. I'm not moving. Guru Sahib Ji has blessed me. If he's blessed me, why should I give it up? In the same way we do in our physical lives, when we don't budge, when we show that akkar, that tunnel vision, say, that's it, we're doing that. We all have that characteristic, whether it's a quality or a negativity. We'll all have that characteristic. We won't budge when we come down to it. So why are we budging for our mind? When Guru Sahib Ji said, I've given you everything. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave the Hukamnama Vyakhya now, and then we're going to obviously complete this day of the camp. There's a few more things to do, and then we'll come back a little bit earlier than the evening time, obviously, for the final Hukamnama that's going to go away with us, the final message that we're going to take away with us. There'll be some announcements, and then obviously we'll walk with Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji as they leave the camp to go back to their Guru Kar, their house where they reside. We've got today, make the most of it. Bhai Kuljit Singh is going to tell you the next program. Let's just contemplate on this message for today. Just take whatever we can, because Guru Sahib Ji has given us the gift. Let's not lose it. Let's trust in it and have faith in it. And especially from me, a benti to everybody. If we've been to these camps for years, or even if it's our second camp, then surely we must be starting to move now. If whether we're Amritari or not, let's not give up the gift, because var we're going to get a gift. We've been getting it every time we come to Guruji, and each time we might be pushing it away. There may come a time they stop giving it to us because they concentrate on somebody else. Let's not lose this opportunity. And those of us that are new, same with you guys, this might be your one and only chance ever to take everything from Guruji. We don't know what's happening as we leave this camp. Let's not lose it. Let's make a decision. Let's take that strength from Guru Sahib Ji and take all his gifts and follow his path. And let us all move together into oneness with the great Lord themselves. Deho sajjan sisriyan jo hove sab sumel lekha katah na shutiya khin khin pulanhar baksanhar baksla nanak par utar.